In this video, I'm going to look at some navigation tips and a few other things that are kind of related. Maybe I'll teach you something, maybe not. But just what I tell you to start off with. I've had this TV probably over 5 years. Probably the first thing I did with it when we got it is turned off that LED light that it has. I don't know if you can really see it. It's not that pronounced. It is when I'm sleeping. And we have the bed right in front of this 55-inch TV, so when I'm laid on my bed, on my back I should say, that light really bothers me. So one of the first things I did was I turned it off. It's only on when the TV is off. So let me turn the TV on here. And one of the first navigation tips would be on when you go into settings. You look on the left side, below the home page there, or the home item there. Settings is way at the bottom. So you'd have to go, there it is. But you can easily get to it instead of going down on it. Just go one up, there it is. And then I go to the right, then up here, and then I go to power. And right here, the standby LED light is on here. So one of the first things I did when I bought the TV is I turned this off. Okay. So now it's going to be off if I turn the TV off. But I'm just going to leave it like I won't turn it off here. So now, on the grid page here where I have all my channels and so forth, you can see that I have 63 items there. Look at the top there. I'm on 60 of 63. Now I have this arranged so that most of the channels that I view more often are at the top of the grid. Spectrum, Netflix, YouTube, ESPN, most of my sports channels and movie channels are on top, okay? But occasionally I want to go to one way at the bottom. Again, this works the same way. Instead of going all the way down, I wanted to see view Tubi here. Well, instead of doing that, if you know kind of where it's at, instead of going down here, let's just go up, and there it is. Okay. Now, if you have a bunch of channels like I do, I don't review all of these. Some I'm still kind of reviewing these. Obviously, if you don't want these, some of these channels, you can always delete them by pressing the start button. And this allows you to rate the channel, move the channel, remove the channel, check for updates, give feedback, and so forth. So it's very easy to arrange your channel grid here by simply highlighting the channel you want to move and then click on move and then just hit the arrow keys, up, down, left, right, and then when you want it, or you have it when you want it, just click the OK button and then you're good to go. But if you want to navigate, say, to the middle, instead of hitting the up or down arrows, you can click the rewind or the fast forward, and it goes much faster, or the other way around. Okay. If you have, say, 100 channels and you want to go to the middle somewhere, hit the rewind and the fast forward on the play buttons, and you can scroll through these quickly. Okay. The other thing I wanted to point out here is if you have some subscriptions, for example, CBS, All Access. I did a 7-day trial. I've done a bunch of those, so I can kind of check out some of the movies. There's a lot of good movies on CBS All Access. Bull is one of my favorites. Medium is another one that I watch. NCIS and FBI and so on. They're on there. So I did a 7-day trial, and it say I wanted to cancel. If you click the start button, okay, I'm highlighting CBS All Access. Yeah, I'm highlighting it. So when you have a subscription, okay, so I started a 7-day trial and then I forgot about it, so they automatically charged me for another month, which is okay. So if I click on Manage Subscription here, I can go ahead and cancel. Okay, so my next payment is due on February the 7th. So if I don't want to forget this time, and I know I'm not going to pay for it again, I can just cancel it right here, and I can still watch it until February the 7th. So another tip, maybe you know that, maybe you don't. Now Netflix, and now the reason I could do it here on this Roku TV is because I paid through this 7-day trial through Roku. So I do have a credit card on my Roku account, so I could cancel right here and still be allowed to watch until February the 7th. Now Netflix, I also have an account. Actually, my daughter does, but notice that on this one, even though we have an account, the options that I get are, I can of course move the channel, I can remove the channel, check for updates, give some feedbacks, but because I don't have my subscription through Roku, I can remove the channel, but that is not going to cancel my subscription. Okay, so if you do want to cancel the subscription, say to, in this case, Netflix, you have to go to your account on netflix.com and do it there. And of course, you still have access to the channel until whenever the subscription expires. Now, another thing that I wanted to point out here, on this TV, again, I don't have, I do subscribe, we do subscribe to Spectrum. I don't have a cable box. Now, I do have an antenna, because there's been a few times when we've lost the internet and we've had no TV on this one, okay, with no box. So to view Netflix and Spectrum and YouTube and so on, I need internet. Now, a few months ago, I installed a antenna, and through Roku, you can activate this through Roku, and it is free. Now if I click on the antenna, before I was just getting my local stations, CBS, Fox, and whatever local stations you have. Since we live by the border here, we got a bunch of stations from Mexico. But you can activate the live TV, so notice here if I click the OK button, and then if I want to find out what this is, I can just click the OK button, and these are streaming, call it streaming TV. And I get a bunch of channels, and this is fed through the Roku Live TV if you have that app, and I do. Go up. Again, there's a lot of sports, game shows, documentaries. Now, if I had a cable box here, I could go ahead. Wait a minute, let me show you this first. Let me turn the power off here. And there's no LED light there anymore. So again, when I turn this on, it goes to the home page, the Roku TV home page right here. But let me go over here to settings on the left side. So go to settings. So we go to power here. So go to the right. So notice this one says power on. And it's powered on to the home screen. So obviously when I turn the TV off and then turn it back on, it'll turn on to the home screen. Okay. Now, if I had a cable box, in this case I don't, but I do have this live TV through the antenna. So if I had some shows that I really liked here on live TV, and I wanted to power on to one of those, I could just go ahead and click on the live TV, and then notice if I turned it off and then powered on, notice it went to the live antenna. So you could do the same sort of thing if you had a cable box. The last thing I want to talk about is the remote. The one on the left is the one that came with the TV. And the one on the right is, I just bought this a few weeks ago from Amazon for about $40. So it's more expensive than the TCL remote. I would say probably twice as much, but it's more responsive. It's an enhanced RF Wi-Fi voice remote. The one on the came with does not have voice capability. But it's about $40. It's one that I bought at Amazon. I didn't pay that much because I had some coupons. So I paid about half that much. But it's expensive, but it does the job. So I'm pleased with it. And that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.